But we're here, so welcome. Today is Saturday. It is October 29th, first day of early voting. So we're going to start with some relaxation, and we're going to spend the next hour together just focusing on breathing and connecting to movement and connecting to each other. So let's go ahead and relax down on our backs. And make yourselves nice and comfy. Let your arms be restful at your sides. Palms open face to the sky. We're going to close our eyes and breathe deeply in through the nose. Big expansion of our belly, back, and rib cage. Exhale out through the nose and feel that same area of your body contract and empty. As we're finding our breath, let's become aware of our face and try to relax our eyes. Relax our forehead. Relax our jaw. Bring our breath and awareness now into our neck. And then bring that breath and awareness into our shoulders. And we want to breathe all the way down the length of our arms out through our fingertips. Now let's guide our breath into our legs and start at your hips, breathing from your hips all the way down to your toes. And then we'll bring that breath and awareness into our spine, and let's breathe from the top of our head all the way down to the tip of our tailbone. Allowing our breath to weave itself in between each segment of our spine. Breathing open lots of space. And then while we're still nice and relaxed, just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then we can let them rest, and we're going to inhale, arms to the sky, exhale behind us. Reach out through your fingertips and push out through the heels of your feet. Stretch your body super straight. Try to reach a little farther with your right arm and your left leg. And then your left arm and your right leg. Feel everything go soft. We'll lift the arms back up, and let's return them to our sides. Once they've made it back down alongside the body, let's tuck our knees in tight to the body. We deserve a hug, so bring those knees in nice and close. Keep the shoulders relaxed, and let's rock gently side to side, massaging either side of our spine. Back to a neutral place, and from there, let's circle both knees around and around, massaging through lower back, and then we'll go the other way. And then just tuck the knees in. Again, giving yourself that tight hug. Tighten the belly as you press through the back of your rib cage. And let's round the shoulders, neck, and head off the mat. So think about nose toward knees. And release back down. Again, we're going to scoop the belly and round up nose to knees. And release back down. Let's try one more. Scooping the belly and rounding up nose toward knees. On the next exhale, we're going to use that strong, powerful belly to roll us all the way upright. And that's going to bring us into an easy cross-leg position. From there, we'll rest our hands on our knees, palms open to the sky. Shoulders dropped away from the ears. And then let your chin drop to your chest. Breathe into the back of your neck. Let's inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Again, drop the chin to your chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Again, chin to chest. Lift the head, tip back, open your throat. And again, dropping that chin to the chest. Now let's roll left ear to left shoulder. Drop the chin and roll off to the right. Try again, drop the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Once more, drop the chin and roll left. We're going to hesitate there, and then place your left fingers just above your right ear. And let's push the right palm into the mat. Then we'll inhale, left arm to the sky, and just gaze up at your hand. Let's side bend to the right. And and come back up. Again, we'll side bend right and back up. Let's side bend right, sweep the arm forward, reach it out to the left, come back over the head, and let the arm float all the way down. Once it's down, let's roll our shoulders from back to front, and then let's increase to some larger arm circles. And then just take both arms high, high, high overhead. Let your hands come together at your heart, and then bring the hands back to the knees. Again, we're going to drop our chin to our chest, and this time tip right ear to the right. Use your right hand to push just above the left ear, and then push your left hand into the mat. Let's reach up to the sky, gazing up at that right hand. Side bend to your left, and come back up. Side bend to the left, and back up. Side bend to the left, sweep the arm forward, reach out to the right, come back overhead, lift back up, and again, let that arm float down. Rolling the shoulders from back to front once again, increasing the size of our circles, getting that blood moving around, and then just keep the arms stretched high overhead. Let your hands press together at heart center, and then just rub your hands together briskly. And then we'll just let them press together once again. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale as we soften, and let's transition to our hands and knees. So once you've made it to hands and knees, got shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Keep the belly button tight and stretch from your tailbone to the top of your head. Now let your navel sink, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, big rounding of the spine, scoop the belly and drop the head for cat. Inhale, open for cow. And exhale, round out cat. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. Then we're back to neutral. Let's extend through the heel of that right foot and then add the left arm forward for spinal balance. Exhale, come back down and switch. Send the left heel out, add the right arm forward. Exhale, lower, let's switch again, extend, reach. Exhale, lower, switch, extend, and reach. Good, and then exhale, lower. Big toes close, knees apart, push the tailbone back. Drop your chest to your knees and forehead to the mat. Extend out through your fingertips, opening your palms to the sky. Come back around, create some good foundational hands. Scoop the belly in and come back up for your cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then we're back to our neutral place. From there, let's tuck our toes under and start pushing tailbone towards the sky. Let your head dangle through extended arms. Feel your ribs pull closer and closer to your thighs. And then from there, let's walk our dog. Lift and lower each heel individually. Raise up both heels together and press them back down. Try again. Let's raise them up and press them down. Now let's inhale ourselves into plank, nice and sturdy and strong. And then come on back up into down dog. Inhale again into our plank. And exhale, down dog. Once more, inhale into plank. And then from there, drop to the knees, the tops of the feet, and start lowering upper body. Elbows are open. Now they tuck in as you press through the tops of your feet and press through your hip bones, lengthen your spine, rise for cobra. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rise up. Try again. Exhale, coming down. And then inhale, rise up. Now let's push all the way back into extended child's pose and tuck the toes, make your way back up into downward facing dog. Again, walk the dog a few times. Let's raise up those heels, press them back down. Nod your head yes. And shake the head no. And then just let yourself hang out. From there, let's take a giant step forward with our right foot. We're going to place our hands on either side of that right foot. We've got right knee over ankle, eyes looking out. There's our runner's lunge. From there, let's sink down onto the left knee and the top of the left foot, and then reach high to the sky, moving into crescent moon. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again to the sky, and exhale, fold forward. Let's send that right foot back. We return to all fours. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, round for cat. And then we're back to neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Let's come back up into downward facing dog. This time we'll step forward with our left foot between our hands. Got knee over ankle, eyes looking out. Runner's lunge. Good, now let's drop the knee back down, press to the top of that foot, and reach high to the sky for crescent moon. Hands together at the heart, and then lift back up, and come forward and down. Let's tuck those right toes, lift the right knee, we're back in our lunge, and then we're gonna step the right foot forward, and toes close, heels apart in our forward bend. From there, let's inhale and roll up, reach high, touch the sky, and exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale, come down. This time, inhale, extend, exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering down, modify if you'd like. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, come back up into down dog. Inhale again into our plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into our heart. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, sinking deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up, reaching to the sky. Exhaling to the heart. Again, inhale, extend, and exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, melt down. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra, and exhale, we're back up, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank, and exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up, reaching to the sky. Exhale to our heart. One last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. And then exhale to your heart. Let's inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. And this time, let's cradle elbows in the palms of our hands. Form a frame and let your head dangle within that frame. Feel your upper body rest against your thighs. And you can even add a little bit of movement, a little swing side to side. Let's release fingers to the mat. Take a giant step back with that right foot, bringing us into our lunge. Now push the right heel down, turn the right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Start lifting upper body. Want our hip bones forward and our shoulders squared out over those hips. Add your arms when ready for warrior one. Let's lower the arms and lift the arms. Lower the arms and lift the arms. Once again, lower the arms and lift the arms. And then let your hands come together at heart center. Let's open the arms and the heart. Stay long in the waist. Begin to hinge forward so we bring our ribs close to that front thigh. And let your hands return to the mat. Come back into the ball of your right foot so you're in lunge. Send the left foot back into plank. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rising up for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, and we're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to our plank. And exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Again, let's cradle those elbows in the palms of our hands. Resting ribs against thighs. Hands released to the mat. Left foot steps back into lunge. Pushing left heel down, turning left toes out. Align the back of your right heel with the back of your left heel and then begin lifting upper body. Want to balance our body weight equally into both feet with our hip bones facing forward. Add the arms when ready. Warrior one. Let's lower the arms and lift back up. Lower the arms and lift back up. Lower the arms and lift up. And then let the hands come together at heart center. Let's inhale, open the arms, stay long in the waist, and then hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. Hands return to the mat, lift to the ball of your left foot, send the right foot back, finding your plank. Exhale as we come down. Inhale, let's lengthen, rise for cobra, and exhale again into downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. In exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, rolling up, reaching to the sky. And then exhale again to the heart. Inhale, stretch high. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Extend the right leg behind you. Press out through the heel. Hands can form a tripod with your left foot. There's our tripod balance. Or align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll the right hip open. Adding right arm to the sky for half moon balance. Exhale that right hand down if it's lifted. Step way back with your right foot, and that should bring us back into lunge. Now we're ready to maneuver around into a wide straddle. So we want our toes either pointing straight ahead or turned in slightly. We're facing the wide edge of our mat. Hands under shoulders, big inhale to look out. And then as we exhale, think about melting, melting, melting. Forearms drop towards the mat, head dangles down, and we breathe. Press down through those palms. Push the arms straighter, straighter, straighter. Now slide your left hand over towards the right big toe. Let's inhale, right arm to the side, and then exhale, revolve at your waist, and move into a twisting straddle. Exhale the right hand back down. Position both hands once again so they're under our shoulders, and then inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, add both arms for your airplane straddle. And then from there we can inhale and land. Once we're upright, turn those palms to the side. reach out through your fingertips and breathe into your 5-pointed star. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brush the earth, and inhale back up. Exhale again, let's fold forward and inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, reach high. And then let's reopen into our 5-pointed star. Let the left arm lower. It's going to make a nice full circle. Come up and come back into your star. Let the right arm lower down, circle up, and return to the star. Both arms lower down, they circle around, and we're back into our star. Now we're ready to turn left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch, and then when you feel ready, bend the knee. Find your warrior two. Good, and then stretch the left arm a little forward, lift the left, lower the right. Turn that left palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Exhale, let's bring left forearm to left thigh, right hand high to the sky. And then again, lower the right arm towards your right hip. It's going to make that full circle. On the way back up, we're lifting upper body, returning to warrior two. And then pulling, pulling, pulling left leg straight. And let's start pulling the right hips to the right and stretch that left arm as far away from that right hip as you can. Once we can't go any farther, we can lower the left and lift the right. And that brings us into triangle pose. One more inhale. On the exhale, let's rebend that front knee, bringing us back into our extended angle pose. And then we get to exhale and revolve upper body, returning us to runner's lunge. From there, let's go ahead and step back, bringing us back into plank. Exhale, we're lowering the body down. Inhale, we lengthen and rise for our cobra. Exhale, let's tuck those toes. We're back up into down dog. Inhale again into your plank. Lift the right foot not too high, but then press back. And there's three-legged dog. And then we'll step the right foot through the hands, returning us to our lunge. From there, let's step left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Bending our knees, we're going to start to lower those hips. Pull those knees closer and closer together. Lifting your ribs from your thighs, add your arms alongside your ears, and there's chair pose. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, return to the heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Let's take the left leg, extend it behind us, hip level. Position your hands to form that tripod with your right foot, and feel free to stay that way. Or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start to roll the left hip open, adding left arm to the sky for half moon balance. Exhale, left hand down if it's lifted. Let's step way back into our lunge. And then completely walk yourself around so we end up in our straddle, facing the wide edge of our mat. Once there, let's inhale, look out. Exhale again, we're gonna sink down, down, down. See if you can go a little bit farther than the last time. And remember, bent knees is perfectly fine. There, let's push down through the palms, arms go straight, and then inch your right hand over towards your left big toe. Inhale, left arm to the side, exhale, revolve at our waist, and there's our twisting straddle. Let's exhale the left hand back down. Reposition that right hand so it's under the shoulder. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, arms go open. And there's straddle airplane. We're inhaling to rise to standing, bringing us into our 5-pointed star. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and inhale back up. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and inhale, lift. Again, exhale, fold forward, and inhale, lift. And then just let the arms reopen and come back to star. Left arm lowers, it makes a full circle around. Return to star. Right arm lowers, it makes that full circle around, and we're back to star. And then lower both arms, big circle around, and return to star. Let's turn right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, and then bend the right knee. Finding that warrior two. Centering our body weight, looking past our right palm. Breathe. Good, now start to reach a little farther forward. Lift that arm, lower the back arm, and turn that right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh and stretch the left arm high. Extended angle pose. Left arm lowers towards the left hip. It's going to make a full circle. And on the way back into place, we return to warrior two. Good, now pull that front leg straighter, straighter, straightest without locking. And then start pulling the left hip left and reaching that right arm as far away from the left hip as you can. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, we lower the right and we lift our left. And there goes triangle pose. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, let's bend the right knee, bringing us into our extended angle pose once again. And then let's rotate around, bringing us back into runner's lunge. Send the right foot back, and there's our good strong plank. Exhale brings us down. Inhale, we lengthen first, and then rise into cobra. Exhale, let's tuck those toes, and we're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Let's lift the left leg and start reaching that heel to the sky. Three-legged dog. We'll step the left foot through our hands. Right foot forward as well. Toes are close, heels are apart. From there, again, let's bend the knees, sinking those hips down, down, down. Begin to lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears for chair pose. Inhale, rise high, touch the sky. And then exhale to the heart. Let's inhale again to the sky. Exhale, arms open. Let them hook together behind your back. Once there, start pulling downward with the hands, opening the heart, opening the throat. Inhale to neutral, exhale, hinge forward. Pull those ribs closer and closer to your thighs. Let your head drop, and then try lifting the arms higher to the sky. Let's exhale, the hands return to the mat. Stepping back with right foot once again into our lunge. Now stay in your lunge, and then let's lift upper body, bringing us to high lunge. And then see if you can add your arms to the sky for crescent lunge. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. And then open the arms, stay long in the waist. Hinge forward, and we're back into a nice airplane lunge. Let's bring the right hand down to the mat. Inhale, and then on the exhale, revolve at the waist, and our left hand rises to the sky. Let's exhale that hand back down. Send the left foot back into plank. And then exhale, come down. Inhale again, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. We're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out there or insert a push-up. And then return to downward facing dog. Extend through the heel of your right foot, reaching to the sky again for three-legged dog. Now step the right foot between your hands, returning us to lunge. Once you've made it to lunge, push your left heel down, turn those left toes out a bit, and then start to pull your right leg straighter and straighter. Lifting up right toes. You're going to inhale, flat back, look out. And then exhale, see if you can melt your upper body closer to that front thigh. And then see if you can let your toes sink back down into the mat. And feel that deep stretch in those hamstrings. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, begin to rebend the right knee. Return to the ball of your left foot. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Toes are closed, heels are apart. And let's inhale, roll ourselves up to standing. And then from there, hands can come together at heart center. So let's find that focal point for our eyes. Keep that belly button super tight. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. When you're ready, try placing your left heel against your right ankle bone. And then maybe lifting your toes a little bit off of the mat. Building your own personal tree. Growing the branches of your tree if you'd like. And opening the branches a little wider. And letting them lower as we set the left foot back down. And we're in our standing mountain pose. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Step the left foot back into runner's lunge. Once you've established your lunge, try lifting to high lunge. And then seeing if you can add your arms for crescent lunge. And let your hands come together at your heart. We'll open the arms wide, stay long in the waist, hinge forward. There's our airplane lunge. And then let's bring the left hand down to the mat. Inhale as we are, and then exhale, revolve with the waist, sending that right hand to the sky for a twisting lunge. Exhale the right hand down. Send the right foot back into plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale again, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hang out right there or insert a push-up. And then we press back up into down dog. Extend the left heel behind you, reaching it towards the sky. Three-legged dog. And then we're going to send the left foot between the hands. And that's going to bring us back into lunge, where we can push our right heel down, turn our right toes out, align the left heel with the back of the right heel, and then start straightening that left leg, lifting up left toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink down into that front thigh. And then see if you can let your toes melt back into the mat. We'll take one more inhale. exhale, let's start bending, bending, bending the left knee, returning to the ball of your right foot so we're back in lunge. And then we'll send the right foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. We inhale and roll all the way up, reaching high to the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. And now we're ready to build tree on the other side. So we've got our focal point, our belly button tie. We're going to shift our weight into that left foot, place our right heel against our left ankle bone, and then when you feel ready, you can lift up those toes. And perhaps grow the branches of your tree. Good, and then start to let the branches go wider. And let those arms flow down. Send the foot back into the earth, and then just hold open for standing mountain pose. Let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into plank. And then let's all ease down onto our forearms. Belly button's nice and tight. Making sure we're not letting those hips sag. Let's keep right shoulder over right elbow and turn to the side for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Let's come back around into that forearm plank. Again, holding that belly button nice and tight. And then start to turn so that your left shoulder's over your left elbow. Adding right arm to the sky. Forearm side plank. Let's exhale back around into that forearm plank. And then from there, see if you can start to walk your toes in, pushing your tailbone towards the sky, letting your head drop down. Let's try extending through the heel of your left leg and reaching that leg towards the sky. Let's bring that foot down and we'll switch. Extending out through the heel of that right leg. And let's bring it back down. And then from there, we'll walk our toes back out again, returning to our forearm plank. From there, let's ease to the knees. We can walk ourselves back in, big toes close, knees apart. Extend those arms out, palms to the sky. Extended child's pose. Let's pass our left arm through the right armpit. Sink your shoulder to the mat. Breathe across the upper back and the back of your shoulder. Bring that arm out and we'll switch. Pass the right through the left, sinking that shoulder to the mat. And then we'll bring that arm back out and just reach the end of your mat. Let's bring ourselves back up onto our forearms and our knees. And then I want you to inch that right knee forward so it's right behind the right elbow. Use your left hand to guide the right heel towards your left hip bone. And then simply inch the left leg a little farther back as you sink a little deeper down into our pigeon pose. So we want to make sure the weight is staying over our left hip and not drifting off into the right knee. Try to keep it active by pressing down into the outer edge of your right pinky toe and the tops of your left toes. And then from there, let's start to slowly lift the upper body. And we'll sit right down onto our right hip. Once there, let's stack the left knee atop the right knee. We'll keep our knees and feet as close together as we can. Let's hold on to that left ankle with the left hand. Stretch the right arm high and do a little bit of a side bend. And we'll inhale back up. Exhale, send that hand down. And then let's take the left foot and step it across the bent right knee. Once it's in place, you want to press the upper left arm against inner thigh. Send your right hand a little farther behind you, sit a little taller. Exhale, rotate at your waist and look over that shoulder. And then let's inhale, extend the left arm high. Exhale, let it float down. And once it's all the way down, we can uncross the legs and let's just stretch them out straight. Once they're straight, hands on either side of our hips, let's bounce the knees up and down a few times. And then just let the legs settle in and start to walk your hands forward. Push back with your tailbone. Belly button goes first. Next to go is your chest and finally your head. And then from there, let's inhale and slowly come back up. Once we've made it back up, we're going to ease ourselves back around onto our forearms and our knees. And now we're ready to inch the left knee forward behind the left elbow. Use your right hand to guide that heel across your body, aim it at your right hip bone, and then start inching that right leg farther back. Press down into the outer edge of your left pinky toe and the tops of your right toes. And then let's inhale and start to lift upper body. We'll make our way onto our left hip this time. And let's bring the right knee around and just stack it on top. Bring your knees and feet as close together as you can. Hold on to the right ankle with your right hand. Send the left arm high. Let's do a little side stretch. And then lift back up. Let that arm lower down. Let's step that right foot across the bent left knee. Tuck that upper right arm against the inner right thigh. Send your left hand a little farther back. Inhale, taller and straighter. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale, touch the sky. And exhale, let the arm come down. Once there, let's uncross. Again, we'll extend the legs out straight. Once we've got in there, let's bounce those knees up and down. And then let your legs just kind of settle in so that we can start walking those hands forward, pushing back through the tailbone, melting upper body, and breathe. Good, and then we'll slowly come back up. Once we've made it up, let's send our fingertips behind the buttocks and just ease back onto your forearms. Once you've made it back onto your forearms, let's bend the knees. And we'll start by just letting the knees fall open with the soles of our feet together. Breathing into inner thighs. Make sure you don't feel like you're sinking down into those shoulders. And let's bring the knees back together. And from there, let's lower upper body all the way down. Once you've made it all the way down, palms open to the sky, separate your feet no wider than your hips, toes in, heels out, and then start to slowly peel off the mat into your bridge. So we want to make sure when we're up in our bridge, we feel lots of activation in the gluteals, and the hamstrings, but not pressure in the knees. Ever so slowly, let's come back down. Once you've made it all the way back down, we're going to slowly rise up again. Holding on to that bridge. While we're here, try bringing the right knee in, and then just stretch the right leg straight up to the sky. And then from there, let's slowly lower the spine. Once we've made it all the way down, let's cross that right ankle over our left thigh. Lift up the left foot and thread your hands behind your left thigh, pulling both legs closer to your body. And then try lifting the upper body a little bit. And then lower the upper body and cross your right leg farther over the left. See if you can grab hold of your ankles and pull the legs in closer that way. And then let's release. We can uncross the legs and return our feet to the mat. We're going to tighten the belly and slowly peel back up into our bridge. Once you've built your bridge, pull the right knee in, stretch that leg straight to the sky. And then slowly start to lower the upper body. Once you've made it all the way back down, let's place the left ankle atop the right thigh. Keep opening that left knee and then lift up the right foot. Thread your hands behind your right thigh and pull both legs in closer. And then we're going to cross the left leg farther over the right. See if you can grab hold of your ankles and again pull the legs in closer that way. And then let's release, send the feet back to the mat. Once they've returned to the mat, let's extend the left leg straight out onto the mat, pull the right knee all the way in, and then send the left arm behind you. So you're going to stretch all the way down the left side of your body. And then let's bring the left hand so it joins the right hand on your right shin. And let's flex and point that right foot. Roll the ankle around. And then let's reverse. Allow your foot to be where it is. And then let's bring the left knee back in, giving yourself a hug, and rocking gently again side to side. Come back to neutral. Now let's keep the left knee in, send the right leg out onto the mat, and send the right arm back behind you. Stretch that right side. Let's bring our right hand onto that left shin, and point and flex your left foot. Roll the ankle around and around. And then let's reverse. And let your foot rest. Now bring the other knee back in. Once again, we'll give ourselves a hug. And this time we're going to circle our knees around and around. And let them go the other way. And then keep the knees tucked in close. Begin to open the knees. So one knee is pointing at each shoulder with your big toes close together. And then extend by pulling the knees wider and pressing the soles of your feet together. We're feeling a deeper stretch in the inner thighs and the outer hips. And continue to hold the outer edges of your feet as you separate your feet. Push flat feet towards the sky and pull down with your hands. And then try extending one leg at a time out into that wider V. And let's bring the legs closer and closer and closer together. Think about pulling your toes over your head. And then let's release one leg slowly all the way to the mat. Once that leg is touched down, let's release the other leg, coming slowly all the way down to your mat. Once there, let your arms rest at your sides and feel your body start to dissolve into the mat. Adjust yourself on the mat so you're in the most comfortable position. And then just begin to guide your breath around your body. Seek out those places that remain tense or tight. And breathe away those spots. Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. Always be yourself. At the end of the day, that's all you've really got. When you strip everything down, that's all you've got. Always be yourself. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts Make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart. And spread those random acts of kindness wherever we can. Remember always that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where that entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.